infinity. On a distant planet, our galaxy, android evolution.
Pick Dominic and Koji.
Hey everybody, how we doing? Let me turn the music down slightly. It's blowing my eardrums out. Let's see, oh, wrong one. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday. It is Monday. Yes, it's Monday. How was the weekend? How is everybody doing? We're back today with more modeling because I don't know. I'm just in a little bit of a groove, and I'm enjoying doing some detail work, so I'm going to be doing some more detail work. I'm going to be focusing on, once again, the interior, and just doing some different stuff in here. Gonna be good. Gonna be good. No, it's Monday. Ooh, that sounds worse than Monday. How you doing, Sharky? How you doing, Sarah? Everybody else, how you guys all doing? All right. I'm gonna isolate this. I got some stuff I want to do. What's up, Sarah? How are you? I'm okay. Got new emotes and stuff for stream? Hell yeah, that's awesome. That's always good. You'll have to show me what they look like. I hurt, so proof I'm alive. Yes, technically, if you want to think about it that way. I'm sorry that you're hurting. That sucks. And did we go live on Instagram? We did. Hi, everybody on Instagram. Hello, how are you? All right, so I'm just going to work on detailing this. Sure. Oh, hey, light. Nice. I like the scam one. That's cool. Where'd you get them from? Did you commission somebody? I need to be in modeling. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing right now. It's been a long day. I've actually been super tired today. For like no reason too. Like I don't really understand it. Alright. So we're gonna use this piece. Isolate further. It's a joint effort between arthritis and nerve damage. Oh, that's not fun. Artist who did my other ones released more. Nice, that's cool. There's a lot, but I can't add them all. Still painfully trying to find a backup system. No, like, yeah. I kind of gave up a little while for that just because, like, I want to, but at the same time, my manual way is working, I guess, until it doesn't. So, we'll see. Hopefully you find something. Let's see. What are you up to tonight, aside from hurting, Sarah? That's not what I want. Where did my modeling... I can't figure out why this won't detach, because usually you can just rip these things off. Oh, wait, there we go. Expand to tab group. No. Tab direction, close tab, close tab. You bastard. There was a way, I can never remember how to rip that off. It's fine, I'll just leave it for now. Not much, really. I've had to end work early because I couldn't actively keep reading the chat. Oh, that sucks, I'm sorry. Was it just like too much going on, or? Alright, let's look at that, how that's shaping out. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. Speak louder. I'm speaking pretty loud. Can you not hear me well on Instagram? Does anybody else have that issue? Or on Twitch? Can you guys not hear me? But I'd rather not have stuff SSHing to another machine. Yeah, that's fair. Not much really. I had to work. Okay, wait. Headache from the spine. So, oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. I can hear you good. Okay, you sound great. Thank you. Yelling at me. If you guys are having trouble hearing me on Instagram, please just restart the stream, because I am speaking as loud as I can, or as loud as I want to without hurting myself. I can hear you perfectly. Okay, good. Good, good, good. All right, so we're gonna circularize that puppy. Just twist that real quick, and then this is gonna be.
Down now.
That's a good holiday movie. I need to watch that again. Okay, so we're gonna just plop out of there. I'm just gonna move this forward a little bit. I just wanted like an additional attachment point because like it felt kind of weird just having one. Oops. Let's see, multi-cut. I would really like to at some point actually be texturing this stupid thing. So, no. Whoa, what did I do? Uh-oh. Hold up. Hold up. The sound is great. Thank you. I appreciate you checking. What the fuck? What happened there? Goodbye. Goodbye. Wow, that was weird. Alright. I also need music that's like actually... There we go. That's a better choice. A little bit more lively. Alright. So that should smooth properly now. Minus needing a little bit of additional love right there. Cool. Let's take a look. There's a lot that I want to do to this handle right now, so I want to start getting it rolling here. I'm thinking some sort of trigger. Well, no, because that's kind of what the main purpose of the button is, but I do need to do like some buttons in there, so I might do like a little insert. Let's do that real quick. This is where I get to enjoy myself for a little bit. All right. We're gonna do an offset. What? Oh, okay. That's weird. Okay. Do 2 different size buttons here, just to mix it up a little bit. Add a little bit of different shape in there. And then I think this one will be kind of like your standard, like, I don't know, maybe like a light? I don't know. Do something with it eventually, I'm sure. Alright, cool. I'm just going to delete the backside of this. I'm trying to save as much, like, polygonal junk as I can. Oop. Oh my god, what just happened? Oh, what happened? I forgot it was Monday. It is Monday. What's up, Mr. Blazing How you doing, man? I heard Discord wondering what it was. It's me. It's me. Every Monday. Not every Monday. I've been really bad about Mondays lately. Sing 3D. I'm doing good. How are you doing? How you doing, Mr. Blazing Man? Good to see you as always. Oh, it's kind of weird the way that worked. Okay. Let's just do... I'm going to do those separate just because I don't want to, like, jack anything up. Okay. Because each one of these is technically a little bit different, and I don't want to screw anything up. Let's see. Turn off the chamfer. Okay. How are we looking? Yeah, beautiful. Except for that big glaring issue. Let's do this. I don't usually like doing this, but I'm gonna try it again. Not that. Yeah, that should work. Hello, bro. How to impress company in model? You just need to make sure that you're showing, you know, your skill set, man. Like, make sure that whatever company you're applying to, here, let me turn my music down just a tad bit. Whatever company you're applying to, make sure that you're providing, like, the value that they're looking for. So, if you're, say, applying to ILM or something like that, make sure that your portfolio kind of matches the work that they do, so they can, like, look at you and be like, oh, no, that's a good fit. That's how you do that. Oh, I got steak and carrots, so I'm chilling. Lego. Oh, no, you're saying this is Lego. No, not quite, but close. Doing great. I have a question about the flow of topology and how to use triangles correctly. I always mess up the topology while trying everything in quads, and I have a mess. So usually, I can pull up an example here in a second for you. Let me just finish this off. I knew that was going to happen. Okay, so that's cool. I'm just going to do this real quick. Oop. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Cool. So technically that's a bunch of triangles. So what I can do here, I think this will work in my favor. Yeah. Yeah, so let me just clean this up a little bit further. Beautiful. All right, so when you talk about using triangles, right? Like at some point you're gonna have to hide triangles somewhere. So what I like to do is I think this model, does this one have any? Oh, there was something I was building that had some. I just don't know. Was it this guy? No, it wasn't that guy. Damn, it was one of these. But basically what I do, like my rule with triangles is like I will use them wherever I can if I need to. But I will either try to hide the triangle or I will just try to make sure it's in like an inconspicuous place, because like the reality is like it is quite difficult to avoid them. So I always just say if you have to use them, hide them. You can always drag them like underneath the model on a side that's not going to be seen as much, and then you can go from there. But really it's up to the kind of flow of the model. And so if it's damaging your edge flow, and if it's causing you issues in like going back further and supporting your model, you need to rework that edge flow a little bit. This section needs to be very different. So this is kind of a weird issue here. It's a little too curved for my liking, so let's fix that. And this is going to be a double-sided thing. This is going to be an issue on both sides. So I'm going to select everything on one side. And just delete it and rebuild it, because that's going to be the easiest way to do this. Okay, so boom. What's up, Bao? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hey, Google, turn on Matt's Office fan. Let's see. Edge slide. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna, yep, selected something I shouldn't have. Okay. I'm just kind of tightening these up a little bit. This will kind of keep that nice and crisp. Okay. So now when I smooth that, it should be much sharper, and it is. Cool. And then we can just adjust this a little bit. Cool. Nice. Sync that a little bit more. All right, cool. So now, go mesh, mirror, bounding box. No, positive. 0.025, just to fix that up. I need to do an increment save because I haven't done any yet. What's up, Dead Son? How you doing, man? Ow, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, dude. How you? What are you working on? As of late. Just working? Nice. I am attempting to do the same. Sometimes I fail really badly at it. I want to do something different with that, but like I don't really know. Let's see. Hold on. Pure ref. Let's see what we have here. Let me open up my good old pure ref that I never referenced properly. Okay, so let's look at the stuff we have here. So I'm kind of like referencing off of these guys. They just have individual buttons. Did I have more? I did have more. Ooh, like a little tri-instrument cluster? That'd be kind of fun. Yeah, actually I know exactly what I'm gonna do. This is gonna make this so I can't mirror this anymore, but that's okay. Working on a normal map program? What's it, like, for what? Is it gonna, like, generate them, or? Playing Pokemon and eating ramen. Hell yeah. That sounds like a good night. How are you? I'm good, man. A little tired today, but I'm good otherwise. Yeah, this is gonna... Okay. I just can't make any more changes to this. But I like the idea of having, like, a different shape on one side of this. Okay. So that's the kind of thing, though, that I will actually take this and just kind of extract. And of course, it's not going to let me do that. Yeah, it generates normal maps that are tileable. Ooh, nice. That's cool. It's actually always really difficult to find, like, regular-ass normal maps that aren't, like, packaged together with things, so that's cool. Are you going to host it on the internet, or are you going to do, like, a executable install thing? Or is it just for you? That's cool, too. Duplicate. Oop. Okay. Okay, so I'm thinking of how I want to do this. I know for sure I want these two quadrants to be lower buttons, so we're gonna set those up first, and then maybe this upper one will be a button. Yeah. Cool. Because I truly don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just building stuff that looks cool. That is the main goal here. I think I'll do this like a recess button. Like you gotta really like dig in there to get it. Just trying to change up the texture on some of these buttons, because like eventually if you have too many that repeat, it just starts to look like it repeats all over the place. And that's not what I want to go for. Why is it not scaling? Whoa. Why is that not scaling? That's kind of strange. I can pull it out. Weird. Okay. Building for me, but it'll be free on my Patreon. Oh, nice. That's awesome. That's a good little giveaway. I dig that. Himanshu, good morning. How are you? What do you got cooking on your like stream projects aside from that? Which you guys don't know, Dead Sun has like a crazy ass like streaming setup. I still don't know how he does it. But it's like all powered through Unreal Engine. Super cool. Definitely check it out. Especially if you're into like game dev and Unreal stuff, like super awesome. I haven't seen many people, like if anyone, doing what he does, so. I guess I could just do like a little stupid button. I almost want to do like a trigger or something there. I don't know. Stole first place from me, not cash money. What? What does that even mean, man? Thanks for the shout. Yeah, of course, man. Your stuff is sick, and the level at which you do things is nuts. So, well earned. I should not do that way. Wait, no, wait. Redo. Circularize. Uh-huh. Oh, I did it again. Damn it. That's alright, it's gonna get deleted anyway, so. Let's look at that above. That'll be okay. Oh, it's still pulling for the back, isn't it? It is. Dude. See, that's a thing that like Blender doesn't do. That like I get it, like it is helpful, but like sometimes Maya does it and I don't know why. Let's do like an arcade button. So you'd have like a standard button that kind of comes out. And then it has the little concave thing. Yeah, there we go. Just add like a little bit of difference. Because if I smooth that, it's going to look like crap, but yeah. Okay, cool. I'm going to push for my 2.0 soon. Oh, nice. What does that look like? The crown's here, Dead Sun took first. Okay, I got you. I got you. Let's see. I'm probably going to butcher your name, but Kongken? Hello, how are you? And Mukul, good morning. Good to see you all. Da-da-da-da. Let's grab all this stuff. We're going to bevel this. Turn off. That's fine. Okay, so that should be solid. So now, the big thing here is I'm going to go multi-cut right there. And then we're going to delete this because we don't need it. It's all extra junk anyway. Okay. Sweet. 3. And this should technically just slot right in there, but we'll see. Let's see. But more HD, higher quality. I built a model that I'm using now in 2 days. Oh, hell yeah. I can't wait to see that. That's awesome. That noise software I made is free on the Patreon. I can deem it to you if you want. I'd love that because I always need to like generate new types of noise and stuff. That would be sick if you'd be willing. I will advertise your Patreon too for you. Yeah, that looks fine. I'm alright with that. I do just feel like it needs some more stuff. I just don't know what it needs. I'm trying not to add like too much to it, but like it still just needs something else, and I don't know what that is yet. I'm gonna add a little. I'm gonna try to add a little thing. I don't think that'll screw anything up. It shouldn't. Nah, it's fine. Make that as small as possible. Circularize. Reduce that twist as much as I can. I know it's not going to do that right on the other side, so I just have to kind of manually do that. It's the only thing I don't like about the circularize tool. It just sometimes, man. sometimes it's just kind of an utter pain in the butt. Just watched, saw 2 great movies over the weekend. Saw Predator Badlands, which was fantastic, and Frankenstein, which was even more fantastic. You should see them both. Both wonderful movies. I was super worried that Predator wasn't going to be good, but it was great. That's feeling a little bit better. I think just like, I don't know. I'm just not loving the shape of the handle yet. I've been hearing really good things. Yeah, dude. Both are incredibly good. I had a lot of fun with Predator, and Frankenstein was honestly just like a masterpiece. It's so nice to see Guillermo making movies again, because I know he's like taking like a hiatus. But his stuff is just too damn good. Okay, so here's a good example. I know somebody asked earlier. I technically kind of, well, I don't know. Do I want that? Yeah, I want to fix that because I don't really like the way that's working. So what I'll do, hold on, let me think about that. What's the top look like? No, never mind. Ignore me. Ignore my stupid thought process there. That's better. Okay, let's look at this now. This is a problem. Okay, so here's a good issue. So this needs to be cylindrical, right? So we need to basically nuke everything that's causing this to not be a cylinder. And so one of the easier ways to do that is just to cheat a little bit and add some triangles. So what I'll do is I'll pop to there, and actually, really, this isn't even going to create triangles. So I have lied once again, and I apologize. But basically, we're going to use a kite. So if I select these 2 guys, Control-Delete, you can see when we smooth that, it's going to look a little wonky, but it's still a quad, so it's going to help kind of refine this. And now what I can do is I can grab this, I can grab this, as long as those don't go all the way through, and just delete them. Oop, wait, hold on. It does go all the way through, so I gotta finish closing that off. Let's do this. And you know, this is a detail where like this isn't gonna flex, it's not gonna bend, it's not gonna do anything crazy. So it literally does not need to exist. Or it doesn't matter that it exists as like a weird piece of geo, as long as it looks flat. Okay, so that should be solid. Now I can go in here and do my final little supporty supports. So that should be, yep. Oh, that ain't right. I'll fix that in a second. Oh, sorry guys, Instagram stopped scrolling. I want to start modeling in some environment, but whenever I open Maya, my head got stuck. What should I do? Start simple. It sounds like you're trying to kind of like overcomplicate things a little bit. So try to start a little bit slower with some smaller stuff and then work your way up. So, you know, one of the things I like to suggest is like find things around your house. So like for this, right? Like this, let me grab it. Lens cap, right? That's a decent challenge to model. It's cylindrical. It's got some buttons. It has some mechanical movement to it. It's something easy to start with. And if you really need help from there, check out like a tutorial. I have a couple modeling tutorials on my YouTube that are kind of geared towards beginners. So just take a look at some of that stuff. See what you can do there. Don't think going into it that you're immediately just gonna jump into environments, because like, trust me, like I suck at environments. I hate environments. I very rarely attempt them because I just don't like doing them. So you're already talking about a huge task. So just take it easy. Thank you, Anish. I appreciate that. Or is it Anish? It might be Anish. I appreciate that. What's up, 3D Punk? How are you? Okay, let's fix this. Best viewers on streamboo.com. You're getting banned. Nope, don't mod them. God damn it. I suck at being a streamer. There we go. Let me just give a bot mod privileges. Okay. Beautiful. All right. Looking pretty solid. I think I need some sort of like connecting joint in here somewhere, just to add a little bit more depth. Oh boy. Oh boy, indeed. Let's see, what do we got? Okay. I don't know. Let's see how it looks. Let's find out. Do I need to really change that anymore? I don't think I need to right now. I think it's good the way it is right now. So let's do this. We're gonna group this together. A couple of very simple pieces. Oops. Control G. That's gonna be the joystick. I've kind of stopped caring about naming things until I get to rigging, because you're gonna end up having to redo it anyway. Okay. Oops. Alright, so I need to flip that. So I'm going to scale that X, -1. That way it's on both sides. Cool. Nice. That's coming together. So let's continue doing some wacky stuff here. What's up, Armand? How are you? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. What's up, Brave Visions? How are you? One thing I hate to do is clean Ngons. Yeah, Ngons can be kind of a pain. It just depends on whether or not I actually spend the time to clean them or not. If it's like absolutely necessary. One of the big things I need to figure out here is like the cavity of the cockpit. So like, I guess, well, that doesn't make any sense. That's like, you'd be sitting all crouched. I guess it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be like that deep. Let's go ahead and build it though, because I wanna make sure that I have it. So we're gonna do this. Sorry, I minimized my chat. I'm fine. What do you do in 3D? Work in a studio or freelance? I am basically a freelancer. I do not work in a studio. And I teach people online. That is my job. That is what I do. And I have heard that I'm pretty okay at it, so. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and just, whoop, shit. Come on. Give me your vertices. Thank you. Beautiful. I'm gonna just kind of line that up there. But what I need to do is I need to scale that in. I need that to kind of like line up perfectly there so I can start kind of shifting downward. And I think I'm just gonna, yeah, here's what I'll do. Let's just delete one side, because why? Why bother? Okay, so it's a little funky because it's got to be shaped towards kind of the body shape on the inside here. Doesn't have to be perfect because like you won't see most of it, but I want it to be decent, you know? Okay. That handles that kind of. This may not even be like the final form, but we'll see. I want to support this though before I start mirroring and shit, because once I start extruding this, it's going to be a little bit painful. Okay, so let's look at this now. So I'm going to shift it. I'm going to go grab this stuff, delete it. Cool. And then this is going to be like a little lip. So this would be where like your legs go. Actually, you know what? Here, let's do this. I'm going to divide that. Yeah. I want that barrier. Is that going through the body? No. I think that needs to kind of be like that, which means this needs to come down a little bit. Yeah, just a tad bit. Convinced my left click is going out. And as always, guys, if you guys have any questions, anything like that, please feel free to ask. I do not mind answering them or taking time away from stream. I know a lot of people say they don't want to interrupt me, but that's why I do these streams, is to talk with you guys. So, if you want to, hit me up. Let's see. Mirror. That's actually fine. Just not like that. Okay. How's that looking? Oh, yeah, beautiful. Okay. So this is going to make up the, where your feet go. Let's see. I don't really need to have those running through the entire model, but I really don't care. Nope. Let's see how that looks. Okay, cool. So the last thing I want to do then is bevel this interior. As you can see, it was collapsing just a little bit, and we don't want that. So let me, did my music just end? Oh, it did. It's fine. Play. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, cool. I actually might. Nah. Cool. Now that's nice and flat. See what that looks like in the cockpit. Looks pretty good. I'm going to obviously build the seat out, and some of this will overlap with that, so that'll be good. Now we need some sort of like... I guess we need some sort of pedal system in there. I don't really know. I'm not entirely sure. Wondering Oh, every time I look at the panels, I just want to like die. Looking good. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's getting there. Been working on this for far too long. Okay. Let's see. Where's my pure F? Let's take a look again. Let's visit the magical pure F. See, this one has these like little petals in it, but I don't know if I want to do that. I feel like I should though. Ah, screw it. Let's do this. We'll just kind of build them in here. I knew that happened. Dude. Give me all of them. Okay. Da-da. Okay. I create just like a little... Oh, hell yeah. That looks... Oh, shoot. Let's see. Oh, what's up? How are you doing, man? I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. How are you doing today? I saw you streamed the other day. I'm sorry I missed it. God Paris, good morning. How are you? Where did my chat go? There it is. All right, let's do some intergalactic space petals because that's the most exciting thing on the planet that we can model right now. Okay. I'm not really going to worry about them like going into the mesh because meh. Ugh. That was short-lived? Ah, keep doing it, man. It's worth it. It's a lot of fun. I'm okay, though. That's good. How's Joker coming? Hello, remember me. I'm your third subscriber from YouTube. Well, hello. Thank you for being my third. I don't know if you're my third, technically, because that YouTube's been around for like 5 years. But thank you. How are you doing, Angel? Thank you, Akarsh. Oh. Hi, that looks terrible. Okay, let's fix this. That PC is like revving up again. Hold on a second. What are your fans running at? Oh no, they're good. They're fine. Joker's good. Removing the retopo and bakes. Working on the arm wraps tonight. Hell yeah, nice. That's cool. I'm excited to see both those done, man. It's gonna be cool. I'm sure you're excited to see them done too. Is that old shape enough? Oh, God. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, that's why it's not holding. Okay. I'm going to do this really sloppily, but it'll be our little secret. don't know if I can accept that myself, honestly. I mean, from a distance, it's fine. Doesn't look fantastic up close. Well, that's fine. I'm sure it'll come back to bug me eventually, and I'll come back to it. But for now, it's good. All right. So what kind of like? Let's see. Let's do some researching. Google. Do race car pedals. Race car pedals. Let's do something cool looking, huh? Let's find something that looks neat. Ooh, I like those. I don't know if I want to make those with all the little holes, but I might. You never know. I also need them to kind of like be different in a way. 'Cause let me think about that. You're sitting down, right? So they would technically be like facing forward. Okay. Okay, well, these are all basically the same damn shape, so I'm gonna just do something a little fun. What about the pedals like Guardians of the Galaxy? That is a good point. Let me see what those look like. Let me see if let me decide if those are way too complicated for me to want to try right now. Let's see. Guardians of the Galaxy. What ship was that? Murano? Is it the Murano? I'm spelling that horribly wrong. Was it the Murano? What the hell was the name? Oh, the Milano. Like the cookie. Milano cockpit. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, something like that. I'm thinking, I like that they did like holes, but also bars. That's interesting. I will regret zooming my browser much later. Milano, yeah. Alright, I'm going to go for that. I like your suggestion. I'm just not going to go like hyper super duper complex. Famous last words. If any of you have been watching me long enough, you know those are definitely my famous last words. I also tend to get like hyper focused when it comes to like mechanical stuff. I'm thinking kind of like a curvature like that, so like we'll do like a little mechanical rig here. Okay. Oh, for God's sake, man. My mouse is like selecting things and doing weird stuff, and I think it might be time for a replacement, which really sucks because I love this mouse. But it's like, it's struggling, man. 2 years of live streaming 3D and gaming has like run its toll on the poor thing. What the hell? Non-manifold geo? Get out of here. Oh, there's a bunch of it. That's not good. Alright, hold on. Ew. Alright, where are you? There you are. Let's do this. Bridge. Okay. Let's make sure that that smooths okay. Nope, there's another issue. Yep, I can see it right there. Dude. What's the problem here? Oh. Those just aren't combined. That's weird. There we go. Why Maya? Most freelancers use Blender these days. A lot of us don't, but I've been using Maya for 15 years. I'm most comfortable in it. I am not a big fan of Blender's interface. I've been trying to learn it a little bit, but it's not my favorite thing in the world. So I just like Maya, but I don't really have any like beef with Blender. Okay, so I'm gonna go a little bit safe with this, just because like I don't want to make a ton of holes. Could you please also upload a fully explained workflow for trim sheets and texture atlases? Yeah, eventually I can for sure. I feel like there's been enough people covering trim sheets though at this point that I don't know if I necessarily need to make a video on that. I don't know. It might be something I do eventually. It's not high on my priority list though, unfortunately. Abe Leal is currently going through that subject. Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome then. Check out Abe. If you haven't seen Abe's content, he is much smarter than I, especially when it comes to like the gaming stuff. So check out his stuff. Especially if he's going through trim sheets right now. That's an awesome way to learn that. Because if you guys haven't noticed on YouTube, I'm currently doing a lot of rigging videos. So that's kind of where my focus is right now. I don't know why I'm doing this way. But yeah, that's where most of my focus is right now, just because I know there's a bit of a need there. Okay. So let's do this. I'm gonna go edge slide. Oh, let's see. Is it Yakin? Yak or Jacquin? I always screw that up, and I'm sorry. When it's time for rendering and lighting between Maya and Unreal Engine, which would you pick? So most of the time I do my stuff in Maya, but this specific project will be in Unreal. What are you modeling? I am still working on that spaceship that I've been working on for far too long. Right now I'm modeling a pedal. Really, really exciting. Oh yeah, that lined up terribly. Okay, hold on a second. Mm-hmm. 15 years. Yes, I've been doing this for 15 years now. I haven't been working on this model for 15 years. That was interesting seeing you use the menu select for the slide. Is there a reason to not use hotkeys in the move tool or preferences? That's because I am terrible at remembering hotkeys, and I find it much faster than trying to just relearn keys. So I just tend to do stuff with the menus. I'm a little bit old school with that. Like, I know it makes me a little bit slower, but I don't really care. Imagine working on a model for 10 years. Dude, I don't know. That's like That's like quitting talk right there. That's like, I have to leave. Although I imagine if, like, you know, if the pay was good for 10 years, that's at least steady work, right? Be like, I'm gonna go. Alright, that's a little bit different. I feel like that's different enough, and then I'll do that. Fair enough. I can imagine it's nicer for viewers to see where you're getting the tools from. It does help. I know a lot of people are always like confused on where like stuff lives, so I try to show them the kind of the long way to do it first. I'm just historically horrible with hotkeys. If you ever see me playing like video games and stuff, like if the video game has anything other than shooting, like powers and stuff, I don't use them because I'm just terrible at remembering that crap. 10 years sounds like my projects. Yeah. It sounds like mine used to be, for sure. I would for sure be sad if I spent that long on this. Okay, I don't know if this is going to work out, but I'm going to try it anyway. I don't really know. We're going to see what it does. This is probably going to jack this up beyond all belief, but... yeah, we'll make it look really gross. And then we will circularize it and make it even look worse. That's beautiful. Okay, let's try this. Hold on. We'll make it a little less ugly. That's better. Hold on. That's always the issue. Yeah, that looks kind of terrible. It's alright. We'll work with it. We'll work with it. It's fine. I don't know. What's the longest you guys have ever worked on a project? My current record is 137 hours. $7 months? Okay, that's fair. I would say, yeah, I guess if I were to put it into months, my longest project was about a month and a half, maybe. Because, like, I track by hour, but that's because I have an app that tracks it for me. But, yeah, I'd say probably about a month and a half for me then. What about you guys, Instagram? Anybody? Oh, Instagram died. Talking to ghosts. All right, hold on a second. Let me fix this. God. Live video. Hello. I don't even know if the titles matter on Instagram at this point. Maybe a stupid title like "Hello" will get me more views. Maybe that's how that works. I could technically at this point say this project's taken me the longest at this point because, like, I've spent way too much freaking time on this. Okay. Welcome back, Instagram. I am sorry you got disconnected. I haven't been timing things, but the other day I was watching alongside a ZBrush video and reset the software something like 15 times over 2.5 hours to only get 5 minutes in. Yeah, I've been there. ZBrush and me are not great roommates right now. I try really hard to like it. And I do like it. Don't get me wrong. Like, I do like ZBrush. But I still also hate it. I'm sure most of that's just because I don't work in it near enough. Okay. Alright, let's see how bad this gets when I start supporting it and everything. Well, that's a decent thing. They announced that they are working on a new UI for the desktop version and they are adding a search function. Holy crap. That might get me to switch back to paying them. Of course, then they're going to release that and say, hey, guess what? We're going to raise the price again, $10 a month. Don't you love it? Then again, with the time that it takes for studios to actually update their software, it probably wouldn't be great to jump on that immediately anyway. It'd probably be best to get a lot more comfortable with the old UI before I even think about jumping in the new UI. So there's thoughts to be had there. Okay. We're gonna go. What am I doing? We're gonna go mesh, mirror, positive 0.025, just for safety. And then I don't necessarily mind if this curves in a little bit, so we'll see what this does. Yeah. Ooh, honestly, I actually kind of love that. Can add a little bit more sharpness down here. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That looks Star Wars-y, right? I think so. The not having a selection mode is messing with mostly having is messing with me from having a mostly my experience not having a selection mode. What do you mean by selection mode? You mean like just where you can just select your objects? I guess I'm confused. Maybe I haven't gotten to that portion of Blender yet. That's entirely possible. Alright, so let's decide what kind of mechanism this lives on. Because I know it needs to kind of sit forward a little bit. When working in ZModeler, okay, I got you. Yeah. ZBrush always trips me up. Doesn't matter what I'm doing in it. Zach knows. Zach has had to tutor me many times on stream because I'm a bit of an idiot when it comes to ZBrush. All right. Which is okay. I'm totally okay with admitting that. I went to a school that didn't value actually teaching us how to use it, so unless you like actually chose that specific path, I should say. Because otherwise we got like 1 month to learn that thing and it just wasn't possible. Even if you chose it, they didn't teach it really? Okay, well then I am validated in my feelings of anger. Oh shit. No, damn it. Did I do the same thing over there? No. That's always something. Always something. Yeah, I just did that backwards. 3. Okay, so that's an issue. Why? Oh. That's weird. Did I get y'all? Oh, hi. Nope, I didn't. What the hell happened there? Okay. Let's just delete that. Multi-cut. Okay, still quads, beautiful, lovely. Like, yeah, I could go in there and clean it up a lot more, but I don't want to. Okay, so that happened everywhere. That's bizarre. Eastern Michigan has a major shotgun approach, and I'd been using my last semester as an independent study to learn it instead of Maya. Along the side, trying some of the different physics engine stuff in Bifrost. Nice, that's cool. Yeah, I feel like Full Sail kind of had a shotgun approach, but it was like in the worst way possible. But I have to remember other people had better experiences than I did. My experience is not all of them. But that doesn't stop me from being salty about it. Target view, drag. Nope, don't do that. Stop it. Thank you. Let's go merge that. Okay. That should hopefully have fixed all of the issues. It looks like it did. I don't have any weird junk going on now. Okay, cool. Sweet. Love it. Okay. I was working on like the mechanical portion of this, so let's do this. We're gonna do a little hingey thing. It's actually probably something I should learn the hotkeys to, is just the basic object creations. Is there a hotkey to it? I don't know. Hotkey? You have a hotkey? I don't think so. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. So this doesn't have to be crazy complicated, but I'll just try to model this out real quick. I was like just kind of going through and adding a little bit of extra detail. It doesn't really matter if it's gonna get seen, but you know, I know it's there. Okay, this will be our little shifter block. This sits inside the mesh, so I just try to delete everything that interfaces with anything else if it's not necessary. I do that too, yeah. It's the best way, man. Amal, did you look deep into the pedals? A lot of detail in the pedals that you should look at. Does it matter? No. But I want you to look at it. Okay, let's make a little bracket thingy that links to that. Again, just going for simple shapes here. Like, these don't have to be crazy. I don't want hyper realistic, like, hinging action, stuff like this, because the likelihood that this will ever be even, like, animated is pretty slim to none. Imagine rigging them. I can imagine it all I want to. And I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. I told myself after building the tank I wasn't going to rig the tank, and here I am. Hating every second of it. Alright, let's see. Ooh, that freaked me out for a second. That means it's time to save. That's exactly what time it is. Let's see. Okay. Hold on a second. Nick, your works are awesome. Thank you so much. Nick, thank you so much for the follow on ArtStation. I actually currently can't access my ArtStation. I just figured that out today, so I gotta figure that crap out now. Generally, do you prefer going through and naming, organizing everything when it's complete, or as you go in waves? Yeah, I always suffer in the end renaming it, and now that I've gone through rigging, if it's my own project, I'm not going to name it until I'm in the rigging phase, because it just doesn't make any sense. I don't know, is anyone else having the issue where they can't get in their art stations anymore? Or is it just me? I would be disappointed to know it's just me. But I have a feeling. Able to get into mine. Okay, well that sucks. I was hoping it was an everybody thing. Cool. All right. Let's see. I have to go through 2 steps every 10 seconds to re-sign in anytime I purchase something from Fab. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't try. Let me try again, because, like, I'm curious. Because, like, I was trying to get something earlier. ArtStation. Sign in. Sign in using my Facebook. Continue as me. Yeah, see, this is what I get. So if I sign in with Facebook, it wants me to do this. And then I hit sign in, and it leads me to a, hey, put in your email and stuff. or use another way to sign in, which is Facebook. And I click that. It says continue. And then it asks for a password, and I don't have a password for that account, so, and it's not my Facebook password, so I guess I'm gonna have to reach out to them, because that's pretty hyper frustrating. It's fine on my end. Interesting. Well, that sucks. Yeah, I don't know. Something weird happened, but it's because I set it up a long time ago and I signed in with my Facebook like a fool. But I am no stranger to ArtStation issues. Right about there's good. Okay, let's do a little piston rig thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that works. The pedal is dope. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just kind of like throwing a bunch of shit on here hoping it works. I log with Facebook when my Facebook logs into another tab. Yeah, I don't know why mine's not working. Do you use selection sets in Maya? Seems similar to Polygroup Workflow and ZBrush. Yeah, sometimes I do. It just depends. I use them a lot if I have to, like, if I'm continuously selecting a bunch of like edge loops and like vertices and stuff, I'll use them. But otherwise I don't use too much. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and support this guy out real quick. No, not like that. Get out of here. I'm gonna retain that because I need that to stay. I don't know why it selected that, but alright. That's gonna fail anyway. That's okay. Oh no. It didn't. Delete. Beautiful thing is, if we don't need it, we can just get rid of it. Delete. Add just a second ring for a little bit additional support. Cool. Hell yeah. Alright. That's pretty good. I was gonna put like fins on the inside of it, but I actually kind of dig the look of that, so I'm gonna leave it. Alright, how's that coming? Oh yeah, that's looking good. I'm digging that so far. And then we'll do some like pipes and stuff. Let's see. In real life, they would have that end on a ballpoint, which is a funny thing to say about a starfighter. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I were like going for like hyper realistic, I totally would, but I am definitely not. Let's see. Nice thing is you can usually fake it with rigging too, so that's fun. But those work. Those work pretty well. Oh, I didn't think about that. JK, that's a problem. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna have to fix that because I can't do that. At least on this portion. So I'll just grab that little dot, use my favorite tool. I'm gonna save it real quick just in case. Quad fill. Thank you. Okay. Also, why am I seeing just darkness? Quad fill. Boom. Beautiful. Okay. Still looks the same, but it won't look the same, you know? I was always shocked at the new Star Wars there were a lot more non-human interfaces. Yeah, I know. That kind of takes away from the whole, like, used, degraded kind of, like, futuristic looks. Wait, what the... the quad fill hole? What was that tool? That's the quad fill tool. So this is called GN Quad Fill. It's made by Gabriel Nadu. It's just a little script that you install. So if I have like a cylinder, right, you can just say, screw this. This is the reason why I found a tool to do this, because I hate doing this. You just grab one vertice, pop open your quad fill hole tool, and you can even do like add inset, and boom. Yeah, here, I'll show you guys the tool. Yeah, I got it on ArtStation, which I currently can't access. But that's it. It's like $2. Well worth it. It saves so much damn time. And it works on a whole bunch of different surfaces and stuff. Give me that link, I will buy it. Okay, cool, I'll send it to you. I'm going to whisper it to you on Twitch, just because that's the only thing I have access to right now. Let's see, that's on. There you are. There you go. Actually, you know what I can do? I can also just put it on. I'll just pop it into the YouTube chat. There you go. That works too. I forget that I can do that. You guys can't do that, but I can do that. Good morning, my favorite artist. Long time no see. Thank you so much, Sinus Sync. How are you doing? Took me way too long to think about plugins existing and utilizing them. It took me a long time too. 15 years before I started using plugins. Because I was just like, nah, I'm just going to raw dog it. Like, it'll be fine. Yeah, raw Maya without plugins, I will never go back. I have built my own. I have used a bunch from other people. This one's also a really nice one too. This one's this quad patch tool. So the quad patch tool is really cool because... say you have like this thing, right? So we'll do this. Show you guys this one. This one's another one that I like to use. So if I like stretch this out, and then if I go in here and just add some stuff. Oops. And then we'll just kind of flex this all weird. And then let's do this. So if I take that and then delete that, you can actually do this. Oopsie. And sometimes it doesn't work. Why are you not working? Well, That used to work, but I did do an update recently. I might have broken it. That sucks. This one's really nice though because it'll patch an entire thing, and so it'll keep like all of the edge data, but it looks to be broken, which kind of sucks. Hold on. Yeah, that's a bummer. Well, that one's cool too, but quad fill hole's the best. It would be great if you compile a list for a great video. Hint, hint. That's a good idea. Actually, I'll fix that. Maybe I'll do that this week, honestly, because like I have been kind of like dry on the video ideas. So I'm gonna steal your idea. I'm gonna steal it. I can imagine it follows the history of the object of some sort. Sometimes it does. I forget how that one functions. I'll have to look that one back up. I forgot who made that. Let's see. This was John Woo. Since 2025-07, first version for public test. It's also in beta, so that also might be an issue. Yeah, I'll have to look at that one again. An idea stolen is a happy idea. True. True, true. Alright, how much time we got left? We are at... Oh, we got some time. I'm going to do another instrument cluster thing, but I'm going to do like those old-timey switches. So let's do this. We're going to build a little panel. Yeah, I have quite a few plugins I use now. Some of them are mine, and if you guys want my plugins, they're on my Patreon. You are more than welcome to join and get them. But I don't have a ton of them. This is meant to be top of the line new Starfighter. So this is like probably, yeah, I'm probably going to go for new just because the original concept itself is, it's pretty clean. I don't know. I might do some damage. I haven't really decided. It'll be like roughly used or minorly used. What do your plugins do? So one of mine, let me just open this up. One of mine I built kind of for cylinders and stuff like that. So if I go take this guy, it's kind of like the bonus tools plugin, but it just works a little bit better. So I have this drop down here, which will select every other loop depending on what you want. So if you right click it, you can select by 3, by 4, and by 5. So I can select by 5, I can select by 4, or I can just select by 3. So this one's really helpful if you need to like select a certain number of edges, and then you can just delete them or whatever you want. That is one of mine. And then the other one that I did is just another a world center pivot one because it was driving me nuts not having one. So that one's really simple, right? Like you just have a piece and you're like, I need this to be world centered, just boom. So I'm not a crazy programmer, so I don't exactly know how to build my own tools, but I know enough. Just enough to be dangerous. Main reason I ask is because Star Wars is so war-torn, and I consider throwing in some heavy asymmetry in some areas. Yeah, I haven't really decided yet, because I really do like kind of the cleanness of this. Because the way he built this was like very much inspired by like the original Naboo fighters, but you know, looking at the original ones too, like they were, you know, they had some to them. I think most of the damage and stuff will be done in texturing. I don't think it's necessarily going to be like the Mandalorian's version of that, where it's all torn apart and everything. But it remains to be seen. It'll for sure, it won't be like fresh off the factory floor clean. Because I agree with you, I don't want it to look like not Star Wars, you know? I still want to like have that dirtiness. Especially with like the cockpit. Like I'm trying to do enough like randomness in here to where it feels like it was kind of like constructed, but also kind of like just mashed together. It's a weird balance. You could also use some inspo from Star Trek, considering they have the utopian bits. That's true. Will you do the... Thank you. Can we bridge edges by deleting history of an object? Can we bridge the edges by deleting the history of an object? I'm not sure what you're asking there, because like you can just use your regular bridge tool. Good morning, Gurav. How are you? I didn't think about using Star Trek for reference, especially like the new ones, or the newish ones, like the J.J. Abrams verse. Okay. So let's see. I wanted to hold on. And I need to make that a little bit. Let me just do this the smart way. I'm like thinking about this like really dumb. Oh my god. There we go. Okay. So I want to make sure that gets divided though, so let me support that real quick. There we go. Always make sure you do that before you do like little cylindrical extrusions. Let's see. I get what you're going for, though, especially thinking prequels. Yeah. That's what's tough for me, though, because, like, I do love the design from, like, the prequel series, but I also really love the, like, rough, ragged, destroyed stuff, so it's going to be kind of tough. But I'm enjoying it. Not to talk about other creators, but there's this guy, Technovar or something like that. He makes really cool kit bash kits for Blender. I think I've seen his stuff before. I'm not sure, though. I might have. I'm really loving your detail here. It's really hard to figure out where everything goes. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I just kind of, I don't know, like my process for detailing is probably like, would probably drive like a senior artist crazy, but I just like to play with things. Just see what I can go. Okay, how's that looking? Perfect. Let's just support you. And then that's better. This is just gonna be a little panel, so. Also, you can hold shift to extrude from face. Yeah, I forget all the time. I'm such like locked in my ways. It's kind of it's bad. It's not the best thing in the world, but you know, it works. No, that was actually correct already. Positive. Okay. Make sure that didn't merge anything weird, and it didn't. G, Y, positive. Nope. Object. Cool. Sweet. I just need to kind of concave that to the body here. Maybe, if I need to. I'm gonna wait till I put the switches on there to do that. I'm so locked in my ways. I write my own code to do things when they change. Still using crazy bump when when in a pinch. Yeah, it happens, man. I think especially like when you do it for as long as like some people have, like it's really hard to break those habits. And like I've tried in certain places, but other times I'm also like, do I care to try? I'm also gonna cheat here. Hold on a second. Because I already know, like, I already have one of these, so let me just do something that's really stupid. Where are you? 2025. No, that was 24. Oops. Where does the time go? There you are. I'm going to import an entire minigun just to take one little tiny piece off of it. Rhizome export. That's fine. Hat switches and toggles for these? Yes. And I'm going to take them off of this. Oh, please tell me I grouped that at least. Thank God I did. Okay. See? Why remake it when you already have it? This is one of those things I should probably put in my my outliner thing, or my object library. Okay. Oh, God. Object library is another thing you can do a video on. So I do have a short video on it. I really probably should do a more intensive video on like how to use the content browser, because this is how I store like materials and stuff like that. Like I've got my own custom materials that I build. I put them in here because I'm always using this wireframe material. And so there's just a ton of stuff that I should probably throw in here. This is all my like custom 3D folders. So that would be another good video for sure. Fire of Mandalore. No, this is a independent concept. It's a interceptor, Nubian interceptor. Still Naboo, but yeah. Alright, let's take the big old switch, which was clearly scaled correctly. Let's rotate that puppy. Negative 180, boom. Just a big ass toggle switch. We'll just leave it like that. That works, right? I think probably should do like a little bit smaller. I'm thinking what I want to do. Slightly rotate you. Who said save? Why would I save? Such a dumb idea. What's up, STI? How you doing, man? It's a good idea. I will do it. I noped out of Maya's shaders totally. That's fair. They're not amazing, but some of them are good. That and maybe a video on referencing when it comes to project setup. That's fair. Yeah, no, that's a good one. There's definitely a lot that I could do videos on. It's just finding the time. Nope. And then I'll do something for underneath that. Let's take a look at yield concept art. What do we got? Lots of buttons and shit. Oh, I guess I could do like little lights for the switches because, you know, it turns on a light when you flip the switch. Let's see. I just have to remake them in engines anyway. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to do it in like Unreal, like this project's going to be in Unreal. So I'm going to suffer greatly when I do that. But I'll redo all this, or I'll do all of this in Unreal, just like I did the Xenomorph. Hi, Cryptic, I have a question. Do you think YouTube tutorials for rigging is better, or should I go with paid tutorials? Really conflicted if I should invest money in this skill. So here's kind of my view on that. It is very difficult to find solid tutorials on YouTube for rigging. They do exist, but a lot of times you're going to find that you have to combine knowledge from like 7 different tutorials into one just to get the result that you're going to, or that get to where you need to. So I would say if you can find some basic stuff, like I'm starting to work on some basic stuff, you can check out that. That'll all be on YouTube for free, but I do recommend, if you're going to look for like an independent course, go for some sort of rigging course. I think that's one of the skills that is really misrepresented on YouTube. Like, not a lot of people do it. So I think it's worth a shot to actually buy a tutorial on that one. I need to ask something. What's up, God Paris? What do you got? Doing all right for... Oh, I'm doing all right a long freaking day. How are you, my dude? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing pretty good. I'm finally making progress on this thing, so I feel pretty good about that. Unreal has an option for preview, smooth preview and renders? No. I don't know. Well, does it? Dead Sun, you would know better than I do. I always just subdivide and throw my stuff in there. Because Unreal handles it. Dead Sun's the one that actually convinced me to start playing with Unreal. Because I was like, nah, man, I don't think it's going to take my models. So I can blame him for that one. I think what I'm going to do here, I'm going to make this look a little bit different. I'm going to shift those over. I'm going to do like a little panel here. It does. Oh, okay, interesting. I'll have to look at that. I really like playing with Unreal. There's something really weird and really cool about seeing your model like in live, just like plain live view. Because that's what I did the Xenomorph in, if you guys are familiar with that one. I think I even still, let's see. Do I still have it? I think I still have it. Let me see if I still have it loaded in there. It's going to take an hour for that to compile shaders and stuff, so I'm going to keep modeling. I should also probably... Oh, no, I think I am updated. Oh, I'm on the wrong selection. Stop it. Thank you. Did that? Did I? Wait. The only drawback is your file size. Yeah, I have so much storage, though, it's not a problem. The new version of Unreal compiles the shaders super fast, does it? I haven't used it yet. Yeah, so check this out. So, wait a minute. What are you doing? Are you locked up? What's going on here? It's thinking. I'll show you guys here in a minute. Because this was like my first like real project in Unreal. See if it actually opens. It should, because I haven't moved anything. Where'd you go, Unreal? Oh, there it is. Thinking about something. Wow, it's running like crap. Why is it running so bad? To be fair, it's been a long time since I opened this. Okay, so if I go File, Open... let's see, Open Project, this one. Alright, thanks as always. You're the best, really helping out the little guy here. I'm glad that I'm helping you. That's good. That's good. That's all I try to do. You got Maya helping at the same time would be a miracle for my laptop. Oh no, my PC can handle it pretty well. As long as I don't try to, like, do anything super crazy with it. Just, like... Oh, I didn't open the level. Hold on. I forget that I had to... I still haven't figured out this whole navigation thing with Unreal. Yeah, so this was the xenomorph. So it was pretty good. It was a pretty fun little experiment. I definitely want to do more with it. But again, it's just weird seeing, like, live in just, like, no lag whatsoever as it lags. That's because I have Maya open, but, like, pretty crazy, man. I really like it. I'm excited to do more with it. I want to play with some animation stuff in it. I want to do a lot with it. The lighting is great. Thank you. It turned out pretty good. The fog was honestly, like, the most difficult thing to figure out. But yeah, it was a cool project. I think my biggest issue is just trying to get displacement to work properly, because then you have to start kind of screwing with nanite, and I have not figured that out for the life of me. But yeah, no, that's pretty cool. I liked it. I enjoyed that project. No, that was that was Unreal Engine, and this is Maya, depending on what you're asking. I am not a Blender user. Maybe someday, but not today. Oh yeah, that's a little dumb looking. That'll work for now. Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss any messages. Let's see. Just wait until you get into the water stuff. Ouch. Yeah, I'm sure. I don't think I'll be doing water sim stuff. And I was playing with smoke. Like actual, like, smoke blooms. That's what I was originally trying to do using, I forget what the smoke plugin is, or the smoke thing in Unreal is, but that's what I was initially trying to do, was like a fluid sim. The fluid sims are super cool. I just, I couldn't get it to do what I wanted it to, so I just gave up on it. And I went for, like, a general environment fog. Nope. Was it 3? Oh my god, I don't remember which material it was. 1? There it is. Alright, so I'm going to do, like, a little panel here. I'll just bring that up here. I got pretty far on this tonight. Not going to lie. Doing pretty good. Niagara, that's what it is, yeah. It's pretty cool. Like, you can do some amazing stuff with it. I was so fried at the end of that project that I was like, I don't want to play with this anymore. I just wanted it to be done. But that was also me... Let's see, when I did the Xenomorph, I was still very much learning Substance Painter. I was still very much learning Unreal. And I had just started learning Rhizome at the same time. So, like, I picked one project to do, like, 3 other learning experiences on, and it was a dumb idea. Like, I do not recommend doing that at all. But, you know, you go through the pain once and then you're good, so. All right. Shift I. Delete. Let's see. Do you have a video on the UV software? I do, actually. There's just one bit of information in that software that was incorrect, and it's that you can't select things. I learned, and they actually corrected me on it, that you just double-click with the middle mouse button. But otherwise, that tutorial is actually a pretty solid one. I need to do some follow-up ones, because there's some more advanced stuff in Rhizome that I want to go over. But it is, let's see. Let's find it real quick. It is... Where are you at? This one, getting started in Rhizome. So it's like 22 minutes. But super awesome software. I love it. I will never go back. Hey, can you share where you found reference for the tank project? So the tank doesn't really have one reference. The tank was like 13 other tanks that I just mishmashed things together from. It's definitely completely different. How can I get that model? I don't usually give away my models, so sorry about that one. What are my PC specs? It's a Ryzen 3900X with an RTX 3070 and 64 gigs of RAM. And it direly needs to be upgraded. I'll watch that when I wake up. Fair. Super fair. And you can get a free trial of Rhizome, so like it's kind of like a win-win. I think what I'll do, I'm trying not to model a bunch of like extra screws and shit. So I just want them modeled into the model. So what we can do here, I'm going to offset an edge loop. Boom. Stop it. Okay, smooth, almost, multi-cut. Oh, I didn't think that through. That's okay. Oh my god. My brain's starting to wander. Alright, let's just chamfer that. And that's totally fine. And the reality is I can just kind of go in here. Target weld. Cool. happened? Oh. Oops. Wait a minute. Dude, what? Oh, I see it. Okay. Mesh, mirror. What do you mean? Oh. Mesh, mirror. Y. Bounding box. Beautiful. Yeah, what? Oh, shoot. I hate that so much. Alright, mesh, mirror, Y, object, Y, positive. Oh shit, wait. Object. Yeah, cool. Alright, that shouldn't be doing that anymore. Cool. Alright, cool. So, honestly, pretty damn productive stream, right? I got the flip switches done, got all that modeled in, got this little weird handle thing done. The joysticks are done. Let's see, these little pedal things are done. That was pretty good, not bad. Empire is better than Republic. Sometimes. Yeah, I just made a train engine in Maya. Can you see that I want to send you? Drop it in my Discord and we'll take a look at it. I'll see if I can take a look at it tonight. But everybody, that is going to be it for tonight. I have been going now for 2 hours, so I'm going to sign off and go lie in bed and rot. Let me do this. Hold on, because I don't trust Maya at all. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Make sure that didn't jack anything up. Everything looks good. We're going to increment save. All right, so Instagram, thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. I appreciate it as always, and I will see you all live again on Friday. So you guys have a wonderful week, and stay safe out there. And then YouTube, you guys are the same. We're going to head out. I'm going to go ahead and raid out on Twitch, so if you're watching on Twitch, hang out there. We'll go ahead and raid out here in a minute. But everybody on YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out and watching. As always, I appreciate it. It's always good to have all of you here. And you guys have a wonderful week, and I'll see you all soon. And Twitch, let's figure out